Jamal, the preparations for this game, how's everything coming together?
Yeah, it's been good, Benny. It's good for us to get a week's camp up here on the sunny coast. Obviously, the weather's been nice, but it's also good for us as players to be able to hang around each other outside of footy. Obviously, we go to training and do our football thing in Canberra, but then obviously we all go home to our families and stuff. So it's good to have a bit of downtime with the boys, whether it's playing cards. The boys have been going a bit of golf, bit of beach and ice cream. It's just good to have a bit of downtime and enjoy one another.
How important is that part of the game to get you know your team outside of football?
Yeah, I think it's very important. Obviously, football gets pretty stressful at times, and you've got to have good relationships with one another to get through it. And stuff like this definitely helps get through those tough times.
For the Raiders, obviously, combinations are important because you've got a new look spine to start the season. How's Danny and Seb fitting into their new roles?
Yeah, obviously we've got a lot of belief in our whole squad. We've got good depth, so for us spine it's going to be a work in progress. But we've got enough belief and trust in one another. It's just going to be a little bit of game time to make sure we're clicking. And it's only round one last week, so I think we took a step in the right direction now. And this week we're only going to be better for it. And then hopefully by the end of the year we're humming along nicely.
Talk about the time away. You're rooming with Jack White and obviously spent a lot of time with him on the field. You guys have built up a pretty tight bond as well.
Yeah, obviously Jack he's a good fella. Obviously we spend a lot of time together away from footy, so it's also good to spend a bit of time here as well. But he's also he's very relaxed and chilled. Obviously, give him his own space, and he does the same for me. But it's only going to help us become better footballers, and we're pretty close in people.
What about the game this weekend? Where do the Raiders need to be better this weekend?
Yeah, I think just our little fundamental. We gave away a fair few easy penalties for them last week. We turned the ball over, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. When you're tackling so much, teams are always going to score a couple of tries. But I think the second half, we can take a lot of confidence out of that. We defended very well. We attacked the way we wanted to, and we obviously come up with a couple of points and gave ourselves an opportunity there to win the game. Obviously, we didn't win, but we get to reload this week and go again on Saturday.
Well, you played plenty of games at the Dolphin Oval before in the Queensland Cup, but this is all going to be a little bit different, is it? This is probably 20,000 NRL atmosphere, but your thoughts, is it a good ground to play at when the crowd's involved and getting behind the team there?
Yeah, it's very hostile. If you're not the home team, you're definitely copping a lot of barrage, and that was when I was playing Queensland Cup when there might have only been a couple hundred. So I can only imagine, their first ever NRL home game. It's going to be chockers full of their supporters, and it'll be very hostile for us. But like Hutto said, we got a good following up here in Canberra, so hopefully we can get some numbers there to throw a bit of support behind us. But at the end of the day, we're going there to win a game of football, and that's what we're going to be doing.